Now, can you make the distinction between the rabbits on Easter and the resurrection of Jesus? Because I still haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, you mean like how they tie together?
Like why chocolate eggs?
Wait a minute. What do you have against Peter Rabbit?
I have nothing against Peter Rabbit. I need to know where the connection is. Why do we have chocolate bunnies?
Listen,
when
don't
Jesus
put
rose
hate
again?
on the bunnies and the little ducklings.
No hate. You mean the peeps? Those marshmallow peeps
the
that
marshmallow
nobody likes,
peeps
but
are
I
really
actually
good. I like
enjoy
them.
it. You know that means that we're weird, right? Nobody likes
No,
them.
I'm not weird. But since you sparked the light bulb,
Sure.
do you know what you could do with leftover peeps that don't get eaten for Easter? Like that they're open and then...
So I'm thinking Rice Krispie treats?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you get different colored because
That's
now you have the
true.
colored sugar.
That is true.
Yeah.
I would just buy them just to do it, though.
Just to do that? Yeah, like, because sometimes you have so much leftover Easter candy. How are we jumping into candy? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a big part of it.
Kids get so much Easter candy for Easter. Big bunnies, Skittles, Peeps, all that good stuff. So you could do so much with it. You could bake with the chocolate.
Right. But I don't get the correlation. Like,
of how they go together?
Yeah, I never understood that.
They go together because you're giving children Easter baskets.
Okay. So I understand there's supposed to be like gifts and there's supposed to be treats and stuff like that. I just don't know since where or how the tie-in of a rabbit, chocolate, and all this other stuff with Christianity, Jesus, resurrection. I still haven't found.
I just think it ties together because you're giving children Easter baskets.
And maybe it's
and
like
what
a spring.
You're putting in there, and it's springtime too. Yes,
maybe that's where the rabbit comes.
And you're filling their baskets with treats and goodies, and
I just wish I knew. I feel like I missed the lesson somewhere where I don't know where they did the math.
Did you miss out on Easter baskets?
A lot of them, yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Probably. But I always like those the eggs that you open up, and I liked the Jolly Rancher jelly beans.
Okay.
I love those.
Good. Those are nice and like flavorful.
Yeah, but everything else is like, eh. But
do you like those Cadbury eggs?
Too thick.
The chocolate that's filled. Yeah, there's a thick.
It's too much for me. I think like I would actually feel my teeth vibrate.
I think it's one of those things where I would want a taste of it, but then that's enough because it's like too much. But it's good though.
No, they are good. I haven't really like invested myself into like having one whole one.
Yeah, like a whole one would be
I'd
like
go into
good
seizures.
for like
I'd just be there like this the whole time.
Yeah, it's a lot of sugar.
So what do we do for Easter here, huh?
You eat again and some more.
Right.
You had a break from the holidays.
Right.
Christmas and New Year's, you had a little break, and now you do it all over again.
Never
but
ends.
Actually, we do it twice because you have Palm Sunday.
Okay.
And Easter Sunday. So technically, they're both special Sundays that you get together with family and you have big meals.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like the pasta aspect is kind of traditional, like consistent, the same. Pasta forno. I don't really think you would do manigote. I feel like that's more Christmas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
I also feel like
I feel like maybe a lasagna.
I don't know. I feel like that it's like the pasta side. Like if it's like a light pasta, like manicotti, I feel like that would be
better.
Kind of like more.
We're Italian. We don't do nothing easy. We go full force.
Believe me, if it was up to me, I would be having arroz con dule. I would have pernil. I would have, even though it has nothing to do.
Wrong culture.
I would. No, that's fine. Listen, because I have so much of the pasta already and all that other stuff. Like I think that change for certain holidays would be nice. Like that, especially like on Easter Sunday, but like, yo, I could.
You just reminded me of something.
What?
1 year for my kid's birthday, like what's the typical pizza?
Right.
Pizza. A few trays of this, or whatever. You know what we did 1 year? I mean, we still got the pizza, like to please everybody. We ordered Chinese food. Like those big trays.
Right?
I don't know if you remember.
I think I do.
This was a few years ago for my oldest daughter.
I think I do remember it, yeah.
Big trays of the fried rice.
Right.
Of the chicken and broccoli. Whatever. Like, it was like a mix of
But it was
stuff.
a nice change, right?
It wasn't like Chinese food.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, I can wolf down Spanish food anytime. And I would even do it on On
a
Easter?
holiday?
Oh yeah,
No, you
hands
can't.
down. You know,
God
no, you
doesn't eat-
can't.
God doesn't eat Spanish food or
What?
rice or he eats
Stop.
pasta and roasted lamb and has panettone at the end. That's it.
So that's
Okay, but
pretty
taking
good.
it back,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like the pasta part is kind of just
Yeah.
the lasagna, pasta forno, whatever.
Mhm.
But I think the star of the show is lamb.
It has to be.
But that's in a lot of cultures too.
Yeah.
Like Greek food, they love the Greeks. They love
eat lamb even on a
Right.
regular. That
Right.
wasn't our like. We could do the same, honestly, but it's not something that we just jump
Yeah.
onto.
So lamb, I think, is the star of the show, but
Okay.
everyone cooks it differently.
All right, so what
So
do you do?
my favorite way, the way my family always does it, is agnello ingrassata. So
Okay.
pretty much it's like the shoulder
Mm-hmm.
meat with the bones, and it's roasted in the oven. But it's so good.
Right.
It's so good. It's roasted with like rosemary and bay leaf, onion and garlic.
So how do you prep it though?
That's pretty much it. You get a big digya.
Mm-hmm.
You put all the meat, like the bone pieces, in there because it's the shoulder.
Digya is Trey, by the way. We have a problem.
Thank you for the translation. Yeah, so you throw all of that in the digya, and you do potatoes,
Yes.
olive oil.
Mhm.
You throw those spices in there and the seasonings, and onion and garlic, and then you roast it in the oven.
Mhm.
Like a good hour and a half. The longer it cooks, the better, because then it gets more tender.
Yeah.
And it's
So essentially, you
delicious.
do the chunks, right? It's chunks.
chunks. It's chunks. Yeah.
So for my family, because my dad goes like hardcore with it sometimes. So normally he would get like the leg, and
Okay.
because
That's
go
very common. You hear
Yeah.
a lot of a roasted leg.
yeah leg of lamb.
Yeah.
Leg of lamb. But the problem with that is that the lamb, the goat, doesn't really matter kind of which one. The texture's a little different, but it's the same animal basically. But they're very gamey because of what they eat. You know, you really taste like what they eat. It's a gamey meat. So normally what we do is we get like a basin and we pour milk into it.
Okay.
And then when you put the meat into the milk actually extracts the gaminess.
Like it kind of tenderizes it. Or,
Not so much the meat tenderizing, it's to change the flavor. Because when they eat, because all they eat is hay, grass, all this like earthy stuff, you get that earthy taste. We're not huge fans of that. We like the meat, but we're not fans of that earthiness. So when you soak it in milk, the milk actually, you see, pulls out some of the blood that's still left into the leg.
yeah.
And you do, like, you dump that, and then you pour, like, the other, like, I think we do, like, half gallons at a time. And then when you do that second soak for a little while, because we have to soak it for, like, a good half a day. Like, to make sure.
Not to change the topic,
No, go
but
ahead.
you know what we do that with? For deer meat.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
soak
It's the same thing.
Deer meat in milk and
Because that's what removes the gaminess. And then once you have that out, you'll be like, look, with the deer, when you've had it, right? You don't even know you're having deer. You think you're having freaking veal. Like, it's totally different.
Yeah.
So when we do that, we have it soaked, we have it dry it out. And then sometimes we'll put it into like a roasting pan, like the big roasting. We'll throw wine in it, some tomato paste.
you mean big digya.
No. No, like, you know how you have that black one that's
Yes.
deep, like with the lid?
Oh, high up.
Yeah, we have that.
Okay.
And then we'll throw like red wine with it, tomato paste.
interesting.
Yeah, rosemary, whatever, kind of like just
I think rosemary goes so good with lamb, though.
yeah, it definitely does.
Right? Like, that's the partnership right there.
Do you know, well, I don't like the other partnership it has.
What?
Mint jelly.
Oh, no, that's
Not a
isn't
fan.
that Americanized? Mint jelly?
No, I don't think so.
I don't see Italiani looking for mint jelly.
Honestly, I've seen a few people who had it.
Really?
Yeah. It's just, I think the mint
I've
jelly.
never had that on my table.
So the mint jelly, I think that's what helps kill the gaminess,
gaminess,
flavor instead
Like
of
pork chops and applesauce.
that's Americano.
another
That
combo I've
I'll
never
never
had.
understand that one.
I've never
will
had that.
Never
I don't make that connection.
understand. What but besides lamb, like what would you do as a replacement? Let's just say if you didn't have on hand a piece of lamb or goat or whatever.
I mean, that's what the holiday is, though.
I know, but there's some people
You
who
can
just
make
don't.
anything. You can make a roast of any kind then that you like if
Yeah.
you enjoy it better. You know, do whatever you like then at that point.
Because there's some people who don't want to eat lamb or don't, and then I wouldn't do chicken.
There's a lot of people that are against veal.
Yes.
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 So, I mean, I totally understand that. I get that. But we love it. We look for it.
Oh,
we
yeah.
feel like it's not the holiday unless it's not on the table.
Right.
We do get it from our butcher. We always order it in
Right.
advance.
You get the lollipop ones too, don't you? Those.
Yes, I do buy those, and I do make them, and I grill them. Not for Easter.
Not for Easter, though?
That's like, I keep that in my freezer.
Okay.
And I'll do it when we barbecue every so often because they're expensive.
Yeah.
Every so often when we barbecue, I'll pull them out,
Okay.
do a few, or one night if it's just us or whatever. That's
Okay.
like more spring, summer, fall, like barbecue time.
Okay. Oh, so you
But
wouldn't.
they're delicious.
No,
too.
so you wouldn't have them for Easter.
For
let's just
Easter,
say.
no, I wouldn't think of doing
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah,
No,
but that's
not bad.
typically our main highlight
Right.
is the roasted lamb pieces.
Yeah.
And then you do that with like a little sausage, a few cutlets for the kids, and then that's how your table grows.
Basically, it's not bad. I mean, it's not a light. I don't want to say a light dinner, but it's definitely something that's.
No, there's nothing light about holidays at all because you're eating all day.
Well, yeah.
You have antipasto as people are arriving, right? You
Right.
have stuff to pick on the table. Then when you're going to start eating, you have pasta. Then you take out the meat and you have the sides. And then you have dessert.
Desserts. What are we doing?
Okay, let me ask you because I don't know if you're going to get this.
What?
What is an Easter Italian dessert? And we always have this. You always see you walk through the door on Easter Sunday. But I don't think we really, like a lot of people make that connection.
Remember, I'm a special type of breed. Okay, so I don't know. I'm very hybrid on what's.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're
traditional.
going to get this.
Is it panettone?
Okay, I'm going to give it to you
Okay.
because it's in the shape of a colomba, of a dove.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's special. And it makes the connection with resurrection, with
Okay.
peace, and
Oh, wait a minute.
with
What
a dove.
What? But what's the dove? What is it?
The dove symbolizes peace.
No, I know that. No, but what? But for what is the? What's the
That's
dove?
what the panettone is shaped in. It's not a muffin
Okay.
like this.
Uh-huh.
It's like bubbled,
Okay.
like this, and this,
I've
and that's the dove.
Never seen that
And
one.
it's called una colomba, and it's flatter, not flat like a pancake, but like this.
Uh-huh.
Like even the box shape is different because it's lower. It's only
This is
like
how
this
out
high.
of the loop I am. I have no
This
idea.
is why I help you. You help me.
Yeah,
It's
I
like a
know, but
partnership
this is
here.
crazy. Like I've never even heard
Yes,
of this.
yes, and they're filled. So technically,
Cream-filled?
they brought panettone, right?
Right.
But technically, it's not. It's like pandoro panettone. That whole
Yeah, the whole fight.
The
yeah,
boggle?
Yeah.
and then they're filled with nuts, like or fruit or
Mm-hmm.
creams, pistachio, or lemon, whatever. Like the flavors are
I'm
like
so
endless.
out of
yeah,
the
yeah.
freaking loop. It's
And
not
it's
even
in the
funny.
shape of a dove because it goes with Easter.
I got it. See, that's just another thing on my list that I just have no idea about.
Yeah. But technically, you're like, oh, panettone. That's
Yeah,
what you
well,
would say.
in my head, I'm like, oh, panettone, whatever,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Okay.
But
Wow.
besides that, then you figure all the pastries from the bakery
Right,
or whatever. Or if
right.
somebody made something.
And then no, so I was about to say St. Joseph's is
That passed.
past. Yeah.
I mean, every year it's a little different because Easter's either early or late. It depends how it
Right.
falls. But March 19th is San Giuseppe. That's St. Joseph's Day.
right.
So that has all different foods on its own.
Right. And you've done yours already.
Oh,
right?
yeah. The main thing is pasta con le sarde.
Right.
That's the
breadcrumb,
main
yeah.
thing that everybody has.
So
and it's
what does it consist of, really?
honestly, it's the sauce.
Okay.
That's what it is. The pasta is bucatini pasta. That's what you're using. But for the sauce, you could either just make it or elevate it. Okay? So make basic sauce. Traditional basic
Garlic
sauce.
oil, sauce.
Basic, traditional sauce. Then you need those Cuoco cans, those yellow cans, and in there, it's all seasoned for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's fennel, and it has the sardines in there for you. A little of the raisins, but it's all seasoned. And you pour that in your sauce. So you could, and that could be your sauce right there, and you're done. We always add fresh sardines to that. We get that from the fish market. We have her clean it for us. We just cut them in half, throw those in.
Mm-hmm.
And some also fennel, fresh fennel, we add that too.
You do breadcrumbs in there as well, or no?
Well, yes, that you
Okay.
do separate.
Okay.
And that's easy too, because that's only olive oil, plain breadcrumbs, and maybe like 1 to 2 teaspoons of regular granulated sugar. And you keep stirring it and stirring it until
Sugar?
it toasts. Yes.
I didn't know
You
about
need
that.
sugar.
Oh.
Listen, sugar in the breadcrumbs. I need sugar in my sauce.
I don't
That's
know.
how it flows. And then it gets browned.
Okay.
And then you just set that aside. Then when you're ready to eat, you have your pasta with the, I call it Milanese sauce.
Okay.
And then you just top it with the breadcrumbs instead of cheese. And when I was a kid, you're like, cheese, fish,
Yeah.
sardines. Oh my God, the smell. Blah, blah, blah. As an adult, I love it. It's so good.
I depending on where I go, I could take it or leave it. Because everybody makes it differently.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you could stop at those cans.
Yeah?
You can, because your flavors are in there. It's all done for you. Just
Right.
add it to your own regular sauce, and you're done. If you want to add the extras and elevate it
That's
and
all up
whatever,
to you, yeah.
then that's up to you. If you have the time to order them or get them and
I
put it
always
together.
remembered it like when my father made it a couple. He only made it a couple times because we weren't fans. We like fish, but we weren't fans.
Your dad wasn't a fan of it?
No, the rest of us weren't.
Oh, but he loved it.
Yeah, he'll eat it.
I
He don't
would
care.
imagine he would
Yeah.
love it.
But the rest of us were like, I don't know. It's
Right.
a little too much.
Yeah.
But I remember he made it a lot, like, it was a little bit drier. Like, it wasn't like sauce or whatever. And he would actually mix the breadcrumbs with the
Oh, okay.
pasta.
See, I
like,
don't do that. I
yeah.
do it after.
So then it would basically, it's all done. And then,
And
of
that
course,
dries it up
being a
properly.
traditional, Italian, we put cheese on everything.
On top of the breadcrumbs.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do cheese everything.
Listen, your stomach, eat how you like.
Hey, listen, I get it, but I still remember it. Like, I don't know. And then I think he put also, he toasted pine nuts with it.
Yes, you could do pine nuts.
I remember something like that he was doing. He added some other things to it. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. Everybody does them a little differently.
But that's like the greatest thing about Italian cooking, though, because number one, they're simple ingredients, and second, you kind of do it how you like it.
Yeah.
So, like, and somebody came on the podcast with you guys when you guys did it. I think somebody said it best. Italian cooking in Italy and Sicily, yeah, the dishes are the same, right? Pasta forno. Take the basic dish. But from grandmother to grandmother, from town to town, they all did it their same way.
Yeah.
They actually go, what do you think? There was a cookbook going around from town to town, so they all
Right.
made it the same? No.
Right.
One grandmother, a little boiled egg in
Right.
pasta forno. The other one, no, she didn't like that. Maybe she liked this, and she'd put this in there or whatever.
Correct.
So I think that's what's great about Italian cooking. There's simple ingredients, but there's variations like throughout
Yeah.
the towns or the families.
Like, I do know, like, in the Calabrese, they like to use a lot of those hot.
Yes, they like the
spices.
heat.
They like their hot
Well, they're
spices.
spicy people.
So there's definitely different, like, where the locations are. Where I agree, you will see differences.
Well, since you jumped on St. Joseph's Day,
Yeah.
what about Les Finge? Do you like those?
Lasfinge.
Yes,
Like
the
the
Zeppelis, the desserts.
Oh, anytime. And I'll take those even
Now,
if it's
do
not the
you
holiday.
do you know the difference, Sfinge or Zeppoli?
No,
Okay, the Zeppoli is the custard cream one.
the cream puffs.
Yes, but that has the custard cream.
Yes.
The Sfinge has the ricotta cream, the cannoli filling
Ah,
cream.
okay.
That's your difference.
Okay.
And also, another difference is on the Sfinge with the ricotta, you have it like a maraschino cherry on top.
I've seen those. Yeah.
On the other one with the custard, they have amarena cherries.
Really.
The best cherries. Oh my God, like, because I made them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, whatever, I'm like prepping all my stuff. I was getting those amarena cherries out of the jar, and I was trying to wipe them down because they have a syrup on it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want all the syrup dripping like all over the place.
Yeah.
So I was like sneaking one or two, like tasting it. Oh my God, they're so delicious.
That's funny.
Like, seriously, just get some vanilla ice cream,
Yeah.
put them on top. You'd be in heaven.
Really.
It's in like a syrup, but it's dark.
Yeah.
So good. I don't know why nobody talks about them. You don't hear about
I don't even know.
cherries.
I don't like even going to like the stores and stuff. I haven't even
They're
seen
there.
it.
They
Yeah?
have them.
Really?
Like, I see them. Sometimes they even have them in little cute jars because you don't need a lot.
No.
They are sweet. It is just for a dessert, like here
Sure.
and there. But they're so good. Like, I wish more people would use it in things.
I think it's a very selective topping where you can't use it in everything.
Like, I feel like maybe you don't know, like, people don't know about it.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Right? And that's why it's like maraschino cherry.
It's always maraschino.
That's more common.
Yes, because you can use that in
But-
cocktails. You can put that on, like you said, desserts. It's more.
A Shirley Temple. Sometimes I'm making them like at home for my kids.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
Right.
it's just more common.
Honestly, when we go upstairs, I'm gonna make you taste it. They're so good.
And with that, we're gonna go taste those cherries.